All right, happy Friday. Thank you so much to Jade, Dominic, and one of our anonymous poets for letting me read your poems as examples. You'll see that in the opening video. Watch the Poetry Terms Review music montage as a review before you take the poetry quizzes. And then today your assignment is to complete the two quizzes below, and your code will be right here in the stream, just like usual. Right now it's blank. And then just to let you know, again, I don't assign a grade in the Google Classroom until I check your grade in quizzes. If you have zeros for having submitted random scores, if you wrote in like 86% and you really didn't take the quizzes, you have a zero in there, but you are still welcome to retake those for full credit if you missed this Monday. So, all right, have a great weekend. All right, happy Friday. Please make sure you go back and review the private comments that I have for your poems because we had some really cool poems and I'd like you to be able to see what I enjoyed about them. Don't forget, you can also get extra credit, 1 point for each example if you check this out. And then I'm also willing to grant some extra credit here. I'm going to add an extra credit point for that quiz on Friday if you complete this extra hyperbole extension. All right, have a great day. All right, happy Friday. Your poems are due today. I wanted to share with you a couple. This first one is an emulation of What If by someone who wanted to remain anonymous. It's about quarantine. Last night while I lay in bed, some what ifs floated through my head and kept me awake throughout the night, so I decided to write. What if I never get to go to school? What if I never get to swim in a pool? What if I never get to see my friends? What if this quarantine never ends? What if I never get to play football? What if I can't leave my house until fall? What if my dad never goes back to work? What if my brother never stops being a jerk? What if my mom, the nurse, gets ill? What if in 6 months I'm in this house still? What if I never get to go back to Disneyland? What if I never get to touch the beach sand? What if I never get to shop? What if I never get to go to college to be a cop? What if I never get to back to Canada to fish? What if I never get to shoot the ball to make it swish? Everything seems to be going well. Then the quarantine what ifs start again. So very well done. And this one by Jade, she did one of those left line poems, which is an emulation of one of Nikki Grimes' poems. Only when the fingers of greed are satisfied with their work do they silence themselves. Greed blinds you and never lets you see what is right in front of you. Greed never leaves, it always comes back to you like a boomerang. Only when all is lost do we wish for the simple things in life. Greed hides, it is never truly gone. Everyone in the world has a bit of greed they drown out with the noiseless sound of valuables and silent melodies. And her hidden poem on this right side is the silence never leaves, only hides in noiseless melodies. And then this last one is an emulation of April 26th by Jack from Love That Dog. Sometimes when you're trying to do online school, it works 100% fine, but then the distractions, the talking, the laughter. You want to stop and listen, and you try to tune it out until your brain just says no. So very nice job. Thank you so much for letting me use your poem.